What's up, everybody? This is Elden Green Jr. giving you some more mentality. I'm trying to make it quick. I'm at lunch. I'm gonna go watch my boy Stephen A. Smith, First Take, one of my favorite shows. So I gotta hurry up and do this. Um, well, there's a Facebook discussion in one of my groups yesterday. They were talking about um, two women. One girl was talking to her friend about her son. Her son is of college age. He told his mother, expressed to her that he was joining a white frat. He also expressed to her that he probably wouldn't marry a black woman. To the mother's dismay, she told him, I guess asked him why, and it became a discussion in the group, and we were trying to figure out, how we feel about that. And one person just expressed it was like she felt offended by it, a slap in the face. It was something that she took to heart. It was very hurtful. So, in my opinion, I was thinking about it and I was like, man, somebody really needs to talk to this young man. All the beautiful black women out here that's educated, smart, beautiful, all different shades, all different personalities, they're great, spiritual, and then all the great distinguished organizations that he can join, A Sigmas, Kappas, Q Dogs, and he decided to not go that route. So somebody needs to talk to him. Wait, hold up. Check my notes right quick. Check my notes. Wait. I'm on the wrong side of the discussion. This is what I really feel. Maybe the young man is right. Maybe there's nothing wrong with joining a white frat. Ever thought about that? Because, look, I mean, he's going to, according to his exposure. Maybe he goes to a university where, he has a lot of white friends. They're joining their frats. And he probably wants to pledge with his friends. What's wrong with that? A white boy can be your brother. Why not? I got a lot of white friends that have done more for me and helped me out in a time of need than some of my black friends have. That's real. Somebody texted me. Still, so what's the difference? He's going along to with his exposure. And then a lot of times on a lot of these college campuses, aside from HBCUs, you got to find a black frat with a pair of binoculars. What are alphas? What are sigmas? Not even one iota. Get it? Iota. So maybe he goes to a university like Duke or something like that, where hey, ain't that many frats that of his complexion that he can pledge to, or maybe want to pledge to in certain chapters that hey, they don't have that many guys on campus. Let me give you an analogy for you Christian folk out here. Is there anything wrong? Aren't we all one body? We have black Christians, white Christians, Asian Christians, Spanish Christians. Christians of all races. So, are they not your brother or sister? Y'all both saved. I know they got black church, white church, and everything like that, but does God say anything about being separated like that, segregated? That I can't go worship at a white church and catch the Holy Ghost and get in there and get some good word from a white preacher or a Spanish preacher or an Asian preacher? Let me check. Wait, hold up. Let me get my Bible. Let me see. Hold up. I know it's over there somewhere. Hold up. Let me see. Let's see here. 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, Proverbs, Isaiah. Nah, God don't say nothing about that. He don't say nothing about white preachers, black churches, white churches, anything like that. And they still are brothers and everything like that. So why can't this young man pledge to a frat that happens to be a Caucasian organization? I mean, really. And to me, it's a smart move, because think about it. Some of those white guys might grow up to be CEOs or something like that. Nothing wrong with having guys in high places, having friends in high places. He's trying to diversify his portfolio. Nothing wrong with that. Hope y'all know, you got to diversify your portfolio. You got to have different friends, different, well, hope you do. That's a whole nother video, though. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, whatever. Back to the subject, though. Who wants all black friends? Who wants just all one type of person? He's diversifying himself. Sounds like a smart young man to me. Now on to the other subject, talking about dating outside of his race. Now, if he's just being exclusively, I don't want to date black women and not even trying black women, that's wrong. But we don't know. I don't know. I probably think that he's probably have dated a couple black women and it's not his taste. Is there something wrong with that? Have y'all seen some of the women out here today? Especially some young ones in that generation? They are absolutely scary. Tat here, piercing here, piercing here, piercing here. Tats all over the face. They look worse than some of these dudes. I'm frankly scared of them. I walk past some of them, I'm scared like, oh, who want to date that? Especially if the young man is going somewhere. He wants somebody that's more suited and going the same place he's going. Maybe he hasn't met a black woman to his liking. Does that mean he don't date white women, Spanish women, or whatever? You want someone that's kind of like in the same, somebody text me again, somebody's in the same vein as you. Why? Why not? What's wrong with that? So isn't that what a mother would want? You want your son to be happy. Why does she have to use the same comb you use? Y'all gonna be sharing stuff? Y'all gonna be sharing, going to a hairdresser or something together? Huh? You can't bond if he decides you want to date a white woman or marry a white woman, have, kids. It's still not gonna be, they're gonna be grandchildren because they mixed, So what's the problem? Mothers, single mothers? What's the problem? With your son want marrying a white woman? I'll tell you the problem. Tell you the problem. We have an epidemic in our community right now, black community. Especially with these single moms and these young boys. It's almost incestuous. Incest. Almost. Psychologically. If anybody's ever heard of the Oedipus Complex, it's a psychological term. I pulled it up right here. I'll go ahead and read it a little bit out to you. It was from Freud, Sigmund Freud. The childhood desire to sleep with the mother and to kill the father. He describes it as a socialist complex in one of his lectures. He said, you all know the Greek legend of King Oedipus, who destined by fate to kill his father and to take his mother as his wife. It was kind of like told to him by Oracle. So, in response to avoid this fate, he plucked out his eyes. So he wouldn't be able to see his mom, or he wouldn't be able to desire her. He still ended up killing his dad by accident. Still ended up marrying his mom. The Greeks are crazy, that Greeks and Rome back in the day. And he ended up making love to his mom, producing a child, and all these other things. According to Freud, he illustrates a formative state in each person's development when the young child transferred a love object from the breast, his mother's breast, what is called the oral phase, to the mother. At this time, the child desires the mother and resents and even secretly desires to murder his father. The Oedipus complex is closely connected to the castration complex, which is something else. We're not going to mess with that. Among those individuals who do not progress properly, they end up being psychologically abnormal, still playing out the psychodrama in their mind from displaced and exaggerated thoughts. How many men black men these days, stuck on their mom? Y'all call them mama boys. They're psychologically still on their mama's breast. Grown men. Why? Because the black man has been killed psychologically and been removed from the home by either the mom, their issues or whatever, or by society, by the government. Everybody want to blame the man for that one. So because there's no father there becomes a connection, more than just a regular normal mother-son connection that kind of ensues. And through childhood, he has to take the place of the father and look out for the mother and be a protector. Some ways, like the man in the house. This is not normal. This is abnormal. But it happens every day in in thousands, millions of households, black households in the country. It's an Oedipus syndrome because he developed this desire for his mom that he really probably hasn't detached from since he was a babe. He's still in her breast. And what's the main thing you see when you see a sister trying to date a guy? One of the main problems she had with him once he meet his mom. He's a mama's boy. He's stuck on her breast. He can't make decisions of his own. It's a cycle. The cycle's going around and round and round and round and round because of the Oedipus complex. It might not be all out incest, but it's there. These men don't know how to be a man because there wasn't an example, role model, or anything in the home. He learned how to be a man from his mom, oxymoron, for the morons. And he can't detach from once he becomes a man, full grown male. That's where you get a lot of this from. So why would a mom be tripping about her son dating somebody that looks different from her? Why? Because she secretly desires her son. Sounds crazy. I know. Oh, this dude is crazy. He tripping. I'm pressing stop right now. I know. Go ahead. Listen to me now. Believe me later on, because it's true. It's happening everywhere, and the symptoms are just right in front of y'all face. So she don't want somebody that don't look like her because she might think her son might see some things, some flaws in black women. Because we all have faults. White women have faults. Everybody got faults. But you might see some things different than her. And that might take a little bit of her love and her desire and her connection with her son away. Because she don't have nobody in her life. She didn't throw away all the men in her life or had issues with men in her life. And that's gonna mess with her bond with her son. Even if it's a black woman. That's a problem. That's an issue. We need to be recognizing that. Quote Jay-Z. We said, Mama, I made it. After that, LeBron said, Mama, I made it. Y'all know what y'all mama thinking? Baby, we made it. We made it. Because mama will get hooked up from all the son's accomplishments when it should be his wife. Every come up, every downfall he has, it should be something shared with his wife. But in our society, we see that it's not about the relationship with the son and his wife or his girl or whatever. Because the mom's in the middle of it. Middle of everything. That's dysfunctional. You can be mad at me all you want to. It's dysfunctional. Nothing wrong with loving your mama. I love my mama. But I don't date nobody else that's like my mom. That's my dad's desire. That was his desire, not my desire. We have to draw the difference. We have to make it two separate things. It's two different kinds of love. Two, not one. I don't want to date my mom. Like I said, it's incestuous. So be mad at me all you want to. But to me, the whole root of that is the detachment that's not taking place between these single moms and there's grown sons, I want to say grown sons that don't know how to remove their mouth from the teeth and live their life and be a man. The mom wants them at home. Right, guys be 40 years old, still living with their mom, still depending on their mom to do things for them that they should be able to do for themselves. Then even if they're living on their own, they still have to get a girlfriend or wife or somebody who probably hopefully can hook them up and help them out, grow up a little bit. It's a cycle. And I'm not taking away from the black men, who weren't in homes, because they had a fault in it too. But this relationship, we cannot turn a deaf ear to it or a blind eye to it. It's real. So that's all I had to say about that. About 14 minutes. Okay. Y'all can disagree or not, but it is what it is and it's real. I'm going to spit truth to you. I'm a truth monger. Anytime you want to check the tree on my fruit, it's going to be truth. So you can get your dislike button together. You can, get your comments together. Anybody want to, whatever about it, it's cool. YouTube or Facebook people. So get them ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.